But it feels good to see that the month already has gotten off to a flying start. And of course, we all know what February is always about.
Yeah, that's why his mood is like this. Because the month of love is for the ladies.
I'm using the sexy voice.
Yes. The month of love has begun, ladies. We get our way this month. Some of the fewest days you could ever have in a month. That's what happens in February.
Just very few here in February. And this is going to be, in no time, the end of the month. Well, welcome once again for a Monday edition here. And of course, it is going to be a fantastic Monday. That is what we promise you for this one.
We're going to be sharing loads of tips on how you can get a very, very fulfilling Valentine's period. I don't like to say just the day. I said Valentine's period because, you know, the whole month should be celebrated. Share love just because.
Yeah, and don't break the bank because it's not worth it. It's so commercialized. They want your money, people. It's actually nothing. But then again, here I am spoiling it. I'm not going to do that. It's okay. No problem. Happy for you guys. But Mike, hey, are you some of those people that are tagging themselves, no Valentine, no girlfriend? Which one? Which one are you now?
What's Valentine?
Wow.
Ah, there you go. But don't kill it, though.
Who's Valentine? Where is Valentine?
I think I need some support.
Why
here,
is Valentine?
Ladies, I need some support. I do.
But hey, come on, it's great to be here on a Monday morning. And of course, it's February, the month of love. And we'll do all the best to show you love as much as we can.
Yes. Speaking of doing our best, in proper Wake Up Nigeria fashion, we're selecting 2 lucky couples to participate in the Wake Up Nigeria Valentine special. Now, both couples will enjoy a dinner experience with Chef Beyonce and 2 nights, not 1, 2 nights at Lacampine Tropicana Beach Resort. To participate, upload your love story on Instagram with your couple picture. Make sure it looks good.
Not too graphic, however.
No, let it look good. We want to see the... let it stand out.
Remember to tag at TVC Connect and also include the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria Valentine Special and Wake Up Nigeria on TVC in your post. Entry opened on the 1st of February, and of course it's still going on. We'll tell you when that's going to end very, very soon, and it's almost done so already. So please make sure that you get all of that in, and we'll be telling you which 2 couples, or rather 5 couples, of course, we're going to be selecting, and which 2 get the opportunity to actually win.
Okay, so the most captivating stories are going to be participating on the live TV selection process, so we can select the 2 winning couples. So yeah, you want to be part of that.
Yes, indeed. Now, welcome to another special Monday edition. Like we said from before, it's Wake Up Nigeria. We have a great show all prepared just for you.
My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And of course, my name is Mazino. If you remember, you can use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of this show.
And you can watch us live. Join the online community that are tuned in right now. Just get the mobile app, download from either Google Play or iOS. Or indeed, watch us on Facebook Live at TVC Connect.
Follow us at TVC Connect on all social media platforms, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone needs some form of motivation. It's like taking a bath every single time. You need a renewal. So for our Monday edition, we will have Femi Ota join us to talk about the brand You on Motivation. Now, Femi is a life coach, creative strategist, public speaker, and also an award-winning ad man.
And for SME today, we have Michael Ogba. He's the co-founder and chief executive officer of Tiamo Technology Limited. It's a micro-lending institution. I'll figure out more about that later on. All right, then. Yes, so the month of love has begun, people. Yes. So we are putting out applications. I'm sending out forms. I have a whole list of things I want. Thank you so much. All you have to do is click a few buttons. Your ATM card details, everything will enter immediately. And, you know, they'll deliver to me. You don't even need to bother about logistics. They will send it to my house.
You do know that the heavy commercialization of Valentine's has made it no longer about love, yeah?
Really?
Actually, this is true.
It's all about love.
Every single brand is actually cashing in and trying to make money from off.
They're giving you value.
What value are they giving you?
They're giving you value.
So now you're telling
value is being exchanged. That's why you spend. It might be the adrenaline. It might be the feels. It might be the trips. And which, by the way, I must say that if you're a marketer, that's the most important thing to sell, an experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And when they sell you an experience, no matter what comes by, the product is just a buy. It's just concomitant with the experience. It's all about the experience, and that experience is what they're selling.
that you choose one day of the year to do that. Why don't you just do it all across the entire year?
Yeah. If wishes were horses.
Definitely. So
and pigs could fly.
Did you bike this weekend?
Did I bike? Yes, I did. Absolutely enjoyed it. I biked up until about 10 p.m. yesterday.
Around Lagos, yeah.
Around Lagos.
That's not
Lagos.
biking. That's Okadaing.
Yeah, Mike. I almost said something.
How did the conversation go from showing me love to biking? I will not permit this, ladies.
The person that showed you love should meet you up.
Please.
But I had a good weekend, though. I played football. I went with friends and all of that. And I'm an advocate for it, that you should always someone says find a hobby, one that keeps you fit, one that makes you money.
Yes, sir.
And what's the third one?
I think something about your mind, something that reinvigates your mind each time.
Okay, so find 3 hobbies.
So it's knowledge.
You were never good at motivation, so
one
don't worry.
that
It's okay, you can forget it.
Like, that's the third one. The one that educates you.
Don't do
it. But in terms of hobbies...
He knows that when I put my hand like
in terms of ones that make you money, I'm going to be sharing one later on with you. I have a hobby that makes me money, people. I'll be sharing with you later on.
Welcome, Monday edition here. Let's do the news. My name is Mazino Pio. Now, we turn our attention to Zamfara State, where abductors of family members of a university lecturer have reduced the ransom placed on their victims from 70 to 50 million naira. 5 members of the family of Abdurrahman Adamu, who also doubles as the ASU chairman of the Federal University, were abducted last Wednesday at their residence in Damba, a community in the outskirts of Gusau, the state capital. A few days after the incident, the kidnappers called and demanded 70 million naira as ransom. Now, the abductors have reduced the ransom to 50 million naira to get the victims released. Relations and family members of the victims are appealing for more prayers to ensure the safe return of their people. The development is coming barely 48 hours after bandits attacked 2 Zamfara communities in Safe and Bagudu local government area and killed 27 persons. And less than 2 weeks of travel, the All Progressives Congress national leader Bola Tinubu has returned to Nigeria after he traveled to the United Kingdom. The former Lagos State governor and presidential hopeful landed at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport around 8 p.m. on Sunday, where he was received by some leaders of his 2023 campaign train. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu traveled to the overseas last week to hold some meetings and further consultations in line with his 2023 presidential ambition. He had traveled to some parts of Nigeria before this recent trip. And now the Prince of Wales has paid tribute to the Queen on her Platinum Jubilee for the remarkable achievements of reaching 70 years on the throne. In a statement, Prince Charles commended the Queen's devotion to the welfare of all her people, saying it inspires even greater admiration with each passing year. Prince Charles has welcomed his mother's wish that Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, be known as Queen Consort when he becomes king. He says he and his wife are deeply conscious of the honor. The Queen is the first British monarch to celebrate a Platinum Jubilee and is spending the day privately. Now, Saturday marks the beginning of the one-year Platinum Jubilee celebration, as announced by the Royal Palace. And that's it for the news this morning.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at what's happening on the covers of the papers this morning, shall we? Today is Monday, 7th of February, 2022. This day newspaper has this headline. It says, amended electoral bill bars ministers, commissioners from contesting in primaries. Bill prescribes sanctions for erring parties, advises aggrieved potential aspirants to approach Federal High Court for relief, says judicial pronouncement can't stop primary or general election. Right beside the photo story there, it says Fitch, Nigeria's oil sector, weak performance may slow down economic growth. The story starts there on the cover and wraps up on page 10. And of course, photo story is a final farewell to Shonekon, which happened on Sunday, which was, it seems like a Thanksgiving service in the photo story there. I'm going to wrap it up with this one. Africa requires stronger, better visionary leadership to grow, says Buhari. Page 6 has more on that. That's what we have on the cover of this day. We have the newspaper, the Nation newspaper, with us as well. ASU begins mobilization for another strike in varsities. Final decision slated for February 14th. It also says here, I will never betray your trust if re-elected. Governor Oyetola promises there, right at the bottom. Ondo government says they firmly disagree on OML 108 fire report. 5 killed in cult clash. Page 4 has more on that. It also says here MTN's new shareholders get 5.7 billion naira dividends. Return on investment, 24%. Interesting. No territory under terror group, federal government insists. And that's what we have on the cover of the Nation newspaper. We also have the Punch newspaper with us as well. NIMC portal breaks down. Banks, telcos, passport issuance suffer. Downtime enters 6th day. MTN, Glo, Airtel, others suspend SIM replacement and acquisition. Immigration may rebook passport applicants. Appointments as glitch. Stalls NIN verification. Telcos lose millions. Customer verification affected. NIMC apologizes as engineers battle crisis. Right beside the masthead there, it says ICPC scores UCH and CDC 24 others low on ethics and compliance. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch. Oh, dear me, yes.
Welcome back, yeah?
I'm definitely going to try some of those workouts. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I never do.
Yeah.
Please
that
do.
is terrible.
Please
you
do.
should.
I will.
I'll do my
should
best
try
to
them.
convince everybody around me.
Yeah.
To no matter how little, please.
You only say this because only just yesterday or 2 days ago you were playing football. He
No,
only
it's
does
not
this
by 2
once a
days.
month.
He actually goes to the gym.
It's not by 2
you know.
days.
He goes to the gym to take pictures.
Oh
What Mike does. Let's leave that to Jerry. Instagram gym.
Don't let the Nigerian healthcare system happen to you. That's just why. Give yourself
Mike,
the best
I
chance.
do it every single day.
devil is a liar.
I do a power walk every single day.
Let's go there.
Every single day.
Let's go.
Anyhow, let's talk about the weekend, guys. A lot happened inside the weekend,
Yeah.
but one thing that happened that was of great concern to me as a father was Kanye West. I know it's not new. He ranted again. Only this time I actually do find some sense in what he's saying.
Yeah.
You did?
Kanye West, yes. He was talking, he put a video out on, I think it was Instagram or so, where he was talking about the fact that his daughter has been let on TikTok without his permission. Now, he told about the terms and conditions for operating a TikTok account, which is that you have to be 13.
Yeah.
North is actually just 8 years old.
yeah.
And Kim allowed their daughter without his permission to be on TikTok. Why? So he's ranting, and I'm thinking, it's a concerned father we're listening to here.
Okay, does she have an account? Or
Yeah,
was
she
on her
had-
mother's?
she had
She has
an
an account.
account,
She has
yeah.
access to that account, and she's making videos on that account. That is
6
what is
million
actually
follower
So
account.
what's up? First of all, what's up with TikTok? You said 13. You see an account that an 8-year-old is running. Why is it not
So
suspended?
TikTok has responded and said that they're going to review the account.
They've
But
actually shut
after
it down, I think.
reviewing the account, no, they actually let it. They actually
Yeah.
still let it. You know, as they say, it doesn't
left
break
it.
any terms and conditions. However, Kim Kardashian has retrieved access from North.
So I
to
don't
the
get
account.
it. Doesn't break any terms and conditions that an 8-year-old
don't
is using. I
understand
don't know
this.
how does that
So,
work.
I don't understand
so it
this.
was logged in by a parent or an adult
Exactly.
at least. So in other words, the truth is
The
really
account is owned by
it's owned by an adult.
By an adult.
However, now, the one thing that I'm concerned about is the way that, as usual, this couple or former couple are always putting out these things into the public.
It's
and
more a
the
Kanye thing.
effect, The effect
Than
on
a
the
Kim
kid.
thing.
Now, I'm not done. I'm just going to let you. I'm
Okay.
going to let you talk right now.
Yeah.
But Beyonce had the. Sorry, I went Kanye there. What I'm trying to say is this. First off, maybe this is how Kim is seeing it. If you were in certain states in America, let's say Missouri, for instance, you could be 15 years old and carry an assault rifle, and all you're going to get is, be careful now.
Yeah.
However, if you were in New York and you carried an assault rifle on the
Yeah.
streets, you are definitely going to get raise some concerns and eyebrows,
Yeah.
call 911 and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are the Kardashians known for? Reality. They've always been on Instagram. They've always been on social media. Their lives are out there. So Kim is perhaps seeing it that way. It's a normal thing. She's
So I
supposed
have to
be
take
on
it
there.
from the mental health issue. Now, Kanye has had his own battles with mental health over the years, and there's so much research around mental health and social media. Why should an 8-year-old be concerned with likes and follows and comments? She should be thinking about school. That's one for me. Two, it's not bad for a child to have an account. It's the access to the account and going live that is the issue for me. Giving too much access to the whole world. An 8-year-old cannot manage that kind of
Attention.
power. It's actually a lot of power. And there are other young people that will be looking at this child and turning her to an icon, turning her to a role model of sort, which is too much pressure for an 8-year-old. So I'm speaking from even my end, because my kids are extremely social. But I give them serious restrictions. They have an Instagram page. They don't understand what it is to have likes. But they understand what it is for people to subscribe to their YouTube channel. That means people are watching. They don't look for a thumbs up or a heart. They look for, oh, who is watching, right? But even then, it's not any time of the day. You have to restrict their access. You have to make sure parental controls. You're watching everything from the back end. Anytime they click anywhere, I'll see it on my phone first. But Kim does not have that kind of time. She's too busy for that.
In the first instance, man, not everybody has to go to school. Everybody should be educated. School is not for everybody. That's why you have vocational institutes and all of that. Number two, 5 years ago or so, a YouTuber, a 10-year-old.
She's 8 years.
A 10-year-old was the highest earner on YouTube for reviewing toys.
Sure.
They cannot be too young if they're doing the right thing. I mean, if you go to Japan, go to Asia, you have 8-year, we have 5-year-olds who are coding.
Very true.
So, for me, if you're going on social media, I've seen kids who go up there and they teach other people. They learn, they review, and all of that necessary with supervision, of course. That is it for me. With supervision, you cannot say. Kim said in most of the videos she showed that she supervises her daughter. She said so. We'll take her word for it, and that is it. And so, but the major issue is Kanye West always going to the court of public opinion whenever something happens. It's a problem. He even goes as far as saying, I don't have Kim's number. Kim's cousin sent the number to me. They're asking me for Yeezys. I don't want to give you. Not necessary, man.
Yeah, unnecessary, exactly. That is exactly where I pick a peeve with the entire thing here, because it's a bit, I mean, come on, grow up is what I keep saying.
I dare say if he didn't cause a ruckus, Kim might not have taken that page down. I dare say.
She didn't take it down. She just took access away from her.
I'm a big fan of the Kardashians. But there is a certain amount of power that their mom, Kris Jenner, has always had over their public life. And there was a period where their daughter, North, I think she was about 5 at the time, was supposed to appear in a nude photo shoot. And he didn't want it. Why? Because Kris had approved it. He had a serious, but they were still married at that time. So I'm just saying, it's a battle from a long time ago.
We here, we are all spiritual giants. You go to a Nigerian church, you can see a 2-year-old preaching. I've seen a 3-year-old preaching. I have.
Oh my God.
In fact, the baby could almost not say anything. I am telling you, she was with the mic, maybe even younger than 2. And she was going around preaching. So you understand? So if for other people with technologies that own, this one okay with 2-year-old.
So I'm this way. I'm this way and that about it. I think that because the family is actually invested in social media, perhaps that's the reason. But then again, for me, it's just the effect on the kid with this public opinion, this public jury.
And Kanye, that's
I think that's a bigger implication on the child's life than social media at this point.
And then later,
even more reason to restrict her from it.
Restrict her from the parents. Listen, can someone just come and take this poor kid away is what I'm saying.
Come on.
In any case, tell us what you think. Please use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across social media platforms. Would like to hear and know what you think. We'll also read and respond. We'll be back.
And welcome. It's time for the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen to begin. We have Chef Ify in the building.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good.
Wait, is this Happy New Year?
Yes, Happy New Year.
Are you serious? Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's great to see you.
Thanks.
All right, so you need to tell us what we're preparing today. You need to tell us.
Today we are making Japanese pancake.
Wait. Japanese what?
Pancake.
So what's the difference between the normal Niger pancake, maybe let's say French crepe, and Japanese pancakes?
Looking at the ingredients, you know there's a difference.
Okay.
When you are doing crepe, you don't need all these vegetables. You need only your flour and your maybe sugar, a little pinch of salt.
Okay.
When you are doing your Nigeria pancake, the same thing.
Okay.
But this, we are stuffing everything.
Speaking of pancakes, we need the actual pan. So while we go over these ingredients, let me get the pan for you. We have cabbage here.
Spring onion, normal purple onion, eggs, sweet corn, sausage, tomatoes, and we have our seasoning here. This is baking powder, salt, pepper, seasoning, and then we have our flour somewhere.
The flour is right here.
Somewhere.
I'm going to get a bowl for that flour myself. But, you know, is there any particular type of flour that I should be looking for in the market?
No. No.
No?
No.
Why not?
Just a normal flour.
What sort of normal flour? Which one?
White flour.
White flour, normal white flour.
Yes.
But is it the type that's for bread? Or?
Yeah, the one for bread. But you can substitute that with your maybe...
Ooh. I got it. Ooh, okay, so this is normal white flour.
Yes, normal white flour.
Okay.
But you can substitute this if you're diabetic. You can substitute this with your wheat.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. So normal white flour. Did you sieve it? Did you do anything to the flour at all?
No.
At all?
No, I didn't sieve it.
All right. So are you using oil or butter?
Yes, we're using oil.
You're using oil. All right. So for those of you at home, you know, I have quite a bit of knowledge about pancakes, but I think you might want to try this one yourself. If you have all these ingredients in the fridge, you should try it out. One more time, we have cabbage, we have eggs, we have tomatoes. This is spring onions, I believe.
Yeah.
We have sweet corn, we have sausage and some spices.
And you can substitute this also. You can use your shrimps. You can use your minced meat.
Interesting.
You can use your chicken breast and dice it or blend it.
All right.
So you can just substitute the filling with anything.
Right. So the first thing you did, obviously, is you diced the cabbage.
Washed and diced.
Okay.
Yes.
And then also the sausage.
Yeah.
What is happening with these tomatoes?
Yeah, dicing also.
All right, maybe we should get to that. Let's start doing that right now. Okay. While we're waiting for the pan to get hot. All right, don't worry, I got you. All right, so whenever Chef Ify is in the kitchen, we are rest assured to have something tasty.
And easy.
Not to worry, and easy to prepare.
Yeah.
And, well, hey, I know that the guys are going to be really interested in this one. This is one that you can prepare this month of love for that special someone.
Yes, because it's going to be very colorful.
It's going to be colorful, but then also not so challenging to make as well.
No. And very filling and very rich.
All right. Thinking of what to make for that special someone on Valentine's Day? This might be the meal. All right, then. So, yes, figure out if you have some of these ingredients at home yourself and start putting it together. Make a little quick video for us and show us what you can do. Of course, we have a Wake Up Nigeria cookout coming up very, very soon. So you might be able to showcase some of that yourself. Okay. Where is the vegetable oil? Okay, I got it.
Somewhere.
Should I help you put some in the pan? Should I?
Not yet.
Not yet?
You have to mix all this, yes.
Okay. What about the flour? Should I help with the flour?
Okay, you can.
Okay. What are we doing with this
like
flour
a bigger bowl. We are mixing all this. We are mixing everything together.
A bigger bowl?
Yeah.
So you want... So how many cups of flour are we talking now?
This is like 4 cups.
4 cups?
Yes.
And that should serve how many?
3.
3? All right.
If I'm using it all.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. I have this, you know, very...
But if you're not a heavy eater, you can serve more than.
More than. All right. Yeah. Fantastic. Now we're making Japanese pancakes. For some reason, she decided to take a trip to Japan and take us with her. We have some really interesting ingredients. We have cabbage here. We have sweet corn. And we have sausage, tomatoes, of course, white flour, plain white flour, some eggs. We also have some spring onions and onion itself with some spices. So she's about to put some things together here. Hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. We have the eggs all ready to go into the flour now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what else are we adding to the egg before we...
This is a baking powder.
Baking powder.
We need it for the crunch.
Oh, okay. So baking powder helps pancakes...
Give it that crunch.
Wow, okay. Never knew that. That's the first for me. What else are we putting in there?
So we have pepper. Just a little bit.
Is that Japanese or is that Niger?
No. I don't want to use fresh pepper because some people don't like the bites of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
I understand. So what's that?
Salt.
Okay, to taste?
Yes, salt to taste.
Fabulous. All right, so that's about 4 cups of flour there.
No, not up to.
Not up to 4 cups?
Yeah, we still have.
Okay, all right. Then we have, of course, dried pepper, baking powder, and some salt. So you're whisking this in right now?
I'm just mixing everything together.
Are you adding any other liquid to this?
I will add water.
Water. Okay, fantastic. So all these ingredients that have been diced here also go into this pancake somehow, and it's still called pancake. How is it going to be flat? I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm watching. I'm learning. I'm learning. Thank you, Chef Ify.
You're welcome.
It's a new one for me. So we've also...
But the real name is okonomiyaki.
Oh, really?
Japanese name, okonomiyaki. So.
Okay. I'm going to act like I can pronounce that.
Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully I'll remember it in the next time.
I just call this stuffed pancake, stuffed cabbage pancake.
Beautiful. It actually does feel like it's a lot healthier when there are vegetables added to pancakes.
Yes.
Because, yeah, it's a concern that you're just eating flour and sugar oil every single time. Tomatoes in a pancake, I've never tried that before.
Yeah.
Sausage in a pancake, I've tried, yes. Sweet corn, wow. And you've added also some seasoning cubes to that.
Yes, there's seasoning cube, there's salt.
Wow, whoa.
See the color?
I can see how colorful it is. I can.
So who will not want to eat this?
I'm still thinking about it myself.
You don't have to think.
I don't have to think.
No.
The cabbage is going in as well.
Just
experience
it.
In with the cabbage. In with the cabbage. How is this going to turn out, people? I have no idea.
There's bell peppers also, leftover bell peppers.
Ooh, bell peppers. All right, all right, all right. So it's a very interesting combination of flavors there. Sweet, salty, crunchy, right?
And filling.
And filling.
Healthy.
There's not as much flour in all this as there is vegetables, which is a good thing. Yeah, so I need to make sure that I get this recipe, you know, done.
We are going to be
what do we do next? What do we do? We're frying, right?
Yes.
So do we use a spoon to scoop this into the pan?
Yes, we're using a spoon.
All right, so after this is thoroughly mixed in, we're going to put this in the pan and get to work. But Mike is standing by for sports while Chef Ify shows me exactly what's going on here. I don't want her to release too many of these secrets. Too many. I think you're showing me too much. I don't know. So it looks like you have a scoop here.
Yeah.
This is no longer a pancake now. This is like
you see it.
This is like dumpling.
No. This is not dumpling.
All right then. Okay. All right. So hopefully we can show this going into the pan immediately. What do you think? Can we show?
Okay,
can we show it?
But I just want the pan to be a bit hot.
More. Hey, okay, let's go. Is that one not too much?
No, we are going to flatten it.
Okay, all right then. I can't wait to see how this turns out. It does have this resemblance to an omelette.
Yes.
All right. Hopefully, Mike is going to be as daring as I am in trying this brand new idea out here, really. Mike, it's all yours.
You say I'm not daring to try what? Don't try that. I've never tried the one that's come close to that. I should not be trying Indonesian pancake. What
Yeah. Hello and welcome back. Now, the best part of the show is about to begin. First hour already set the pace for what you're about to expect in the next 45 minutes.
Very accurately said. We still have so much saved for this hour. It's officially the second half, and it has begun. Yeah. Let's skip to the best part, shall we? Let's skip to the best part.
Yeah, your singing voice, no Grammys for you. But we will be having a really fun show, people. There's quite a lot happening, especially since we get to activate the month of love.
Oh, yes.
Yes. The guys are trying to prevent me from talking about this.
No, Titi, it's just that you get a bit too involved in it is the reason. But let's tell you about the Valentine special. We're selecting 2 lucky couples to actually participate in the Wake Up Nigeria Valentine special. Now, both couples will enjoy dinner experience with Chef Beyonce and 2 nights at Valentine Tropicana Beach Resort. And we've already told you how to participate. We'll do it again. Upload your love stories on Instagram with your couple picture.
Yes, so
not too graphic.
Make it a hot one. Yes, let's see how beautiful she looks.
Don't overdo it.
How handsome he is.
Wear clothes, please.
Wow. Just remember, no matter what, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC and of course Wake Up Nigeria Valentine Special. You need to tag at TVC Connect. And of course, you need to be following us.
Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying. That's like not having the keys to your own house. Come on. Now, entries will soon end, so you better make sure that you do it already today. I will advise you guys to do it. Please do, okay?
Sure
5 couples will be, with the most captivating stories, will be selected and will participate on our live show on TV. And then we will select those 2 couples, or the 2 winning couples from there on.
Of course.
So, now.
So much to do.
Yes,
So little
indeed.
time.
I know. Anyway, we have so much, yeah, and we have all put that together in a nicely curated piece just for you.
Just
all
say
right?
it. Just say it.
And my name is Mazino Appeal.
Yeah, and my name is Titilayo Oyiso. Now, there's quite a lot that you need to look forward to, especially online. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC to keep up with us on all our social platforms.
Yes, indeed. And remember to also watch us live from anywhere you might be. All you need to do is have the app on your phone or your device. You can get that on iOS or on Google Play Store.
We've also asked you to follow us already, but that's for Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Make sure you're following at TVC Connect. Now, for what we have, rest on the show.
So, we still have great vibes coming your way. Dupree, a soulful musician who intends to spread love and light through her music, will be joining us very soon for a performance here inside of the set. And everyone needs some form of motivation on a Monday, don't you? Now, we will be having Femi Ota. He'll be joining us to talk about the brand, you, on motivation. Now, Femi is a life coach, creative strategist, public speaker, and also an award-winning ad man. So, hey, hang around for that one.
And, of course, we have SME coming your way today. We have Mike Ogba. He's a co-founder and chief executive officer of Satiamo Technology. I'm going to get it right eventually. It's a micro-lending institution. We get to find out more about that later on.
Yay!
All
Mondays
right.
come back around again, and if it's anything I know about Mondays is that it's chock filled with plenty of meetings.
Meetings.
Don't you just love those meetings? We love them here at TVC.
No,
we love them.
don't.
Ooh, we can't wait for the meeting.
Okay.
Yay!
So the reason why this is coming up
I love
is
meetings
because there's a viral video going around, kind of motivating in a sense, where the CEO of Tesla, you know who I'm talking
Elon
about?
Musk.
Elon Musk says there's a rule in his company where if, for instance, you're not gaining anything positive from a meeting,
Or if you're not contributing.
if you're not contributing,
Yes.
or you feel the meeting is not for you, you have the right to just stand up and walk out of the room.
Yeah.
I
And
have a solution for this.
What?
We have to have a meeting to decide,
To decide that one, yeah.
said.
It's like making a committee to make a committee.
No, but it kind of makes sense. So if you're not actually actively contributing to the meeting, right, it's kind of rude for you to just sit there and be silent and just be looking. Like you're not even, like, it has nothing to do with you. You're just in the meeting.
The culture over there, they are much more, they place more emphasis on output and results rather than effort. But in our culture here, effort is what is all.
You know
We
what
don't really
what it
care
is?
so much about the results.
I'll tell you
and
what
that is
else.
why they are that way.
Yeah.
The reason, what differentiates us from them is the fact that we're a very observatory type of society, professional society, where you have to be there. I want to see you there.
Yeah, you
just
just
be
want to
there. Just even if you are, just be there.
Aye.
It might be productive in a small sense because your involvement, it will give that. There's a power in.
I know you are
numbers
trying to play,
type
but
of
there's
thing.
no name, as you know. It's
Not
I know.
really. I feel like I am actually more productive
It's us.
on my device,
You know,
right? I'm getting more work done on my device, probably at my desk.
Let me give you an instance.
Putting
Let me give you
together
an instance.
documents.
Let me give you an instance.
So
we have our pre-production meeting here every single
course.
day,
That
and on the
works.
days when you don't
Yeah.
have your hair done and your
Yeah.
eyelashes are one is on,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
come in late,
Yeah.
it has an effect
Sure.
on the general output of the
Yeah.
meeting. When Mike is having his bad day
Yeah.
and he drives
So-
in late, and
so-
we don't, everybody's energy
Sure.
contributes to the larger effect
those
of that
type
meeting.
of meetings
That's what I believe.
are great.
Of course, I'm never late at these
They're
meetings. I'm
on the
always
spot.
here.
He's always
Every
the chair of the
single
meeting.
day.
He's the chair of the meeting. That's why we're coming for him.
Look, my point is there's something he said. He didn't say meetings are not useful.
No, he
That's why.
didn't say
So,
that.
so that's
Yeah.
why I still
Yeah.
follow. Why do I feel like you don't have it? He didn't say meetings, but he just said that at every point in time. Look, being a part of, and then we, like you said. If you look at the societies that are observatory in quotes,
Yes.
as against the societies that are production or result oriented,
Oriented, yeah.
output oriented, well, do you
Where
understand?
are
what
we?
I'm
They have
saying?
their meetings on
Well,
Zoom.
You understand?
Exactly.
So
In the
Benny,
shorts.
where you are packing this thing?
Any meeting that does not have donuts and meat pie. Why am I here?
We love it too. We love it
We-
too.
Listen.
We love it too. We love it.
Hopefully, We have no.
There's one producer I want to talk about.
Listen,
Halima.
What?
Listen,
Halima,
this is a bigger thing because we're having another discussion outside in our ears actually. So this is going to be a very big fight after the show is over. Welcome back. Second time around, let's do the news. My name is Mazina Peel. Now we turn our attention to Zamfara State, where abductors of family members of a university lecturer have reduced the ransom placed on their victims from 70 to 50 million naira. 5 members of the family of Abdul Rahman Adamu, who also doubles as the ASU chairman of the Federal University, were abducted last Wednesday at their residence in Damba, a community in the outskirts of Gusau, the state capital. A few days after the incident, the kidnappers called and demanded 70 million naira as ransom. Now, the abductors have reduced the ransom to 50 million naira to get the victims released. Relations and family members of the victims are appealing for more prayers to ensure the safe return of their people. This development is coming barely 48 hours after bandits attacked 2 Zamfara communities in Safi and Bungudu local government area and killed 27 persons. Now, in less than 2 weeks of travel, the All Progressives Congress national leader Bola Tinubu has returned to Nigeria after he traveled to the United Kingdom. The former Lagos state governor and presidential hopeful landed at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport around 8 p.m. on Sunday, where he was received by some leaders of his 2023 campaign train. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu traveled to overseas last week to hold some meeting and further consultations in line with his 2023 presidential ambition. He had traveled to some parts of Nigeria before this recent trip. And now, outside Nigeria, the Prince of Wales has paid tribute to the Queen on her Platinum Jubilee for the remarkable achievement of reaching 70 years on the throne. In a statement, Prince Charles commended the Queen's devotion to the welfare of all her people, saying it inspired even greater admiration with each passing year. Prince Charles has welcomed his mother's wish that Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, be known as Queen Consort when he becomes king. He says he and his wife are deeply conscious of the honor. Now, the Queen is the first British monarch to celebrate a Platinum Jubilee and is spending the day privately. Saturday marks the beginning of the year-long Platinum Jubilee celebration as announced by the Royal Palace. And that's it for the news.
It's going great in the kitchen here, and we're almost through with one of the Japanese pancakes that we've been putting together here for you. Now, Chef Ife, as always, has something special for us. Quite a different type of pancake we have here. Will you be turning that pancake anytime soon?
Yes.
Will you? All right, so let's see if we can check that out. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I want to make sure they see it because it's one of those special things. All right, turn it. All right, got you. All right. It's turned around now. Looks beautiful, beautiful. All right, fantastic. It looks like it's going well. Fantastic. Okay, so now that we have the pancake done, I think you said you were going to start decorating
so just
another pancake. All right, so you're slicing this in half.
Yeah.
Is there any particular, why are you, pancake now whole now, why are you slicing?
I thought it's too big for the person to eat.
All right, so you're adding mayonnaise and ketchup, right?
Yes.
Okay, just decorating.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, she just made it happen. So those who are fans of mayonnaise, yeah, this is for you. And of course, ketchup. You can never go wrong with ketchup now. Can never go wrong with ketchup. All right, so this is really interesting. I have a feeling, people from other departments are going to start strolling into this studio right now just to find out what is this thing that you just made. For those who missed it earlier, there were some really interesting ingredients put in there. We had spring onions and onions, eggs, sausage, sweet corn, some red bell peppers went in there as well.
Yeah.
Now, it's normal plain flour, plain white flour.
Yes.
But then you said you added baking, was it soda
powder.
Or powder? Baking powder.
For crunch.
For the crunch.
Yes.
All right. So that's that. And these tomatoes, of course, are for garnishing. And it's already looking fantastic. Yeah. And this is the kind of thing you can make for that special someone on Valentine's Day, or maybe even just any random day, actually, just to show some love. Great, healthy, balanced breakfast. Because there's everything in there, right?
Everything.
There's protein in there, there's vegetables in there. and of course some carbohydrates. Very nice and balanced. All right then. What we have up next is really, really interesting. You want to stay right there, but after these messages. Something else we need every Monday is motivation. And with us this morning, we have the opportunity to talk about the brand, you. On motivation, we have Mr. Femi Otta. Now, he is a life coach. He's a creative strategist. He's a public speaker, an award-winning ad man, and so much more. It's great to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks so much for joining us this February. Now, a lot of people haven't thought about themselves personally as brands. Why do you think they should?
Yeah, well, most of the time, what people think about brands are like products. You know, when you mention brand, people think about, you know, the product you see in the market, the one you buy, even services. But the personal branding is now becoming something topical that we need to take seriously. Because if you don't, if you need to add value to yourself and stand out, you know, you need to focus on that, what is called personal branding. And that is why we tend to focus on brand you. So when you talk about a branding or you talk about a brand, don't look outside. Look at yourself. Okay, what do I have to offer? How can I, when they are talking about brands, how can people begin to now point to me and say, okay, this is a brand? Because from, you know, different definitions of branding, you know, over the years and all sorts, we have two things that we can talk about in branding. That's identification. Why do we need a brand? You need to be able to identify something. Okay, okay, this is me. For instance, you introduced me Femi Otta. Now, Femi is the name, identification. But if there are like 3 Femis in this room, and you say Femi, who answers?
Sure. So all of you answer.
Yeah, we answer. So there's now the second step of branding, which is differentiation. So when you say Femi Otta, I will be the one that will get the attention and just, you know, answer to you. But the real work of branding is differentiation. Differentiation. So I attended an interview many years ago, you know, when I just finished from my first degree, and also then the HR, during the interview, they were doing the shortlisting, and the HR pointed out, you know, just 2 people in the crowd. Said, okay, what's your name? He said, he mentioned the name. He called the other person, what's your name? The guy mentioned his name. Same name. First name, surname. So the HR told them, point blank, we are choosing just one of you. So I was thinking, pondering about that. Why would you want to choose one out of? So I went, you know, for further research and asked questions. Said, no, we want people to be responsible for their actions. So when we say this person is doing this, we don't want to be confused that another person is the one responsible for it. Yeah, so that is the essence for differentiation in branding.
I want to touch on what people think about when they think of a brand. The first thing they think about is maybe a color. And then maybe a logo. Before they think about how the brand makes them feel, for instance. So I want to just start from scratch. What are the things I need to put together to start building my brand?
So when you talk about colors, logos, those are elements, really. You can have all those things in place and still fail as a brand. David Aka is considered as the father of modern branding. So it's not all about the logos, the colors, you know, the promise. It's about how you make people feel. You know, actually, the real essence of branding, when you look at how the concept, you know, how we develop that concept of branding, you know, the story has it that we have cattle in the marketplace, or at the ranches, and you want to bring them to the market. Now they use hot iron and make marks on them. And those marks are actually indelible. So you can't mix it up. So it's like permanent on the cattle. So they move them from the farm to the market. So that tells us that brands should make an indelible mark in the minds of consumers. So when I meet you and I leave, what am I living with? It might not be the color of your dress, but it might be how you actually, how have you made me to feel, and what is that thing that I'm saying and I take as a message.
So from this, there are many poorly branded people then. In terms of, if I go into a boutique, for instance, I see some beautiful shoes in the window, I see a beautiful logo at the doorway. I enter, and I want to pick up the shoes, but then there's nobody to attend to me, you know? Or I try to negotiate on the shoes, and I'm made to feel like I'm a lesser customer because I'm trying to negotiate.
Yeah.
I leave the store feeling, why did I even enter this place? But the thing is, the whole outlook was so beautiful from the beginning. When I got there, I thought I was going to be welcomed properly, but I wasn't. Yeah. How can people make a change? How can they make a turnaround?
It's all right. So there are, I discovered 6 things that a brand needs to do if you want to really move to that space.
So as quickly as possible, can we touch on each of them? Okay.
The first one is competence. Okay. Yes. If you promise you're going to do something, do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like you see the beautiful boutique you enter and a lot of things. Yeah. Number 2, you need character. Okay. Yeah. So it's about integrity, what you need to do. The number 3 is capacity. Yeah, because, you know, you have a shop and, you know, 10 people comes in at a time and you can't actually handle all of them. So do you have a system in place to handle all those things? Because that will, you know, affect you in, later on. You know, keeping to your promise. Number 4 is collaboration. Yeah, some brands cannot do it alone. You need to collaborate and know the right people. Yeah.
Maybe with the logistics company.
Yes, logistics company. Right. Even as personally, like, you know, if you're a musician, whatever you do, you need to do that. Then
Number 5?
The 5 is contribution. Okay. Contribution. So great brands are givers. Sustainable brand is built on giving, not taking. Right. Yeah.
So like maybe samples and things like that.
Yes.
Something I can go away with.
You see a problem and you want to solve that problem. Yeah, most people build brands on, okay, if I start this brand now, how much will I make?
Yeah. They should think about the other way.
No, it's the other way.
What sort of impact will I make?
Yes, people go for job interviews and say, how much are you going to pay me? Wow. You look at the place of, okay, what can I do here? Yeah, so yes, that is how, you know, great brands. And the last one is consistency. Yeah.
Big one.
Yes, so
biggest.
I do something today, I do something, you know, the next day, consistently like that. So people know every time, you know, 7 o'clock, wake up Nigeria.
Yes,
you know? So somebody asked me the time, I look at the TV, wake up, oh, it's 7 o'clock, because it's consistency. So many people lose it at that point.
I have to appreciate you so much for coming to talk to us on this. Hopefully people at home have been able to grasp a few of those points and try and work on being consistent in what they do and, of course, turning around some of their negative brand practices from the past. All right, at this point, thank you so much again for coming. We're going to be wrapping up this segment for now, but there's still quite a bit more on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
And, of course, you're welcome back. It's our final segment here for a Monday, and we have with us Mr. Michael Ogba, the co-founder and chief executive officer at Saitiamo Technology Limited, a micro-lending institution. Now, you are welcome, Mr. Ogba. I got that right, yeah?
Yes.
From what he's just told me, that the meaning of that name is you're either a hunter,
or a runner.
Yeah. What language is that?
It's Igbo.
It's Igbo?
Yes.
Ogba. Okay. Yes. I learned something today. You're welcome, Mr. Michael.
Thank you
Good to have you here.
Thank
so
you.
let's talk about Saitiamo.
Yes.
Now, you're a micro-lending organization.
Yes.
And your core business is to lend people money.
Small monies.
Small monies. I like the way you put it, small monies, not big one.
No.
Now, to set up such a business, we're going to talk about all of that and, of course, the challenges and all. How difficult is it, or how easy is it?
Quite difficult. I tell people that it's the passion, your vision is actually what drives you. Otherwise, you give up easily. So for me, social impact, that is the core value my co-founder and I share in common. You see, every morning, a woman wakes up, anywhere in Nigeria, what is she thinking about? How can I go home and feed my family? Men don't usually think that way, which is why 96% of our customers are women.
Oh,
so it was intentional. We said, how do we make impact in the life of these people? Our loan tickets are not plenty, so we give 20,000 to 100,000. So when we say we are tending to those at the bottom of economic pyramid, we know exactly what we are talking about. If you can get 200,000, you are no longer at the bottom of economic pyramid.
So now that really defines that micro-lending sense of it.
Correct. And when you see these women, when you actually sit down with one or two of them, you are hard to break. You do nothing else than to see how many more you can help. Because these are people that sell pepper, tomato, this, that. So that 20,000 will actually jumpstart her business, and you don't know what you're doing.
You speak of this like as if you went into this business out of empathy for people. Am I correct?
Not just empathy, impact, social impact. Actually.
Impact as well. Okay, well, that's very interesting. Yeah. Now, I know that for most people who perhaps have the means and also the empathy, they'd see themselves going into such a business. But how do you transition from being one man, one person, say, I have the money to actually lend people, to actually establishing a business that is in that order?
Okay, so I'm heavy on piloting. Whatever idea you have, try it out. So we started at Sunday markets at Oba. That's the first place we went. And there were only 25 women that we told, okay, can you do you want this money and you pay back? So we'll give you 20,000. We collect 5%, which is just 1,000. Then every week, somebody comes and picks 5,000, 5,000 to make it easy for you. And we define it. You have to be in a market and you have to be a woman. Why market? Because you are selling. There is no way you will sell for 1 week and you can't make out that 5,000 to pay back and get another loan. So that's, in answer to your question, start small. Start small. Yeah. Just have a niche.
Interesting. I learned a lot from just the little that you've just said. First of all, you identified a niche. You then identified a need, and then you identified a you put together a structure around it. So you know your customers absolutely well enough to know how the mechanism of their business works, and then you attended to that.
Yes.
Which is very, very brilliant.
Yes. From that Sunday market, we are now in 186 markets. You won't believe it. Space of 18 months.
Wow.
Yeah. We are in 26 states in Nigeria. When I look at the transaction we did last year, it humbles me and it shows me the potential, what we can actually do. Don't forget that it's not as if I entered with a lot of money. These are just friends that say, oh, I know Michael. I can trust Michael.
Okay.
And we did multiples of billions of naira.
I was coming to that. Yeah. Now, how do you entrust your monies to these people and say you're assured of the fact that you're going to get it back?
Okay, so we don't go one by one. So what we come to a market, we look for their leader. So it's more like social lending, group lending, association lending. Thrift. Okay, gather yourselves together. Okay, you know that this is not trader money by the VP. This is people's money. So it has to come back for another person to benefit. Okay. A lot of them, greater number of them are very disciplined. Women are more good borrowers than men, research has shown, and by experience we've also noticed.
Mike, sorry, as in, we not in this market. which is very. What really strikes me is that you've actually totally defined the people that you are doing this business with. You went to school these people, and that's something most businesses or people jump into business without doing. They just believe, oh, it's working for A, B, C, D. Let's just do it. So without having the intricate details of a business plan, you're not going to succeed. But there must be challenges. The fact that you're dealing with money and that you might have a situation or an instance where people can't pay back, maybe by virtue of the fact that they just, maybe disability or maybe an eventuality, death, for instance. How do you take care of these instances?
Very good question. And I say to aspiring entrepreneurs, don't look at the challenge and run back, because the challenges will be there. That's what makes you great. If you don't see those challenges, then you are not doing something right. One of them, we lost about 6 people during COVID. Women that just wanted to try. Some of them owed us money as at the time they died. Are we going to pack offshore because of that? No. We now looked at that risk and we did something about it. We took up insurance against deaths. Life insurance against them. So if anybody dies or disappears, we'll get our monies back. At least half of the money you are owing at the time the unfortunate incident happens. Can somebody run away with our money? Those agent field officers, yes. So we took fidelity insurance for the people that recruited them for us. Can something happen? Okay, the women, they are not able to pay back. Not a problem. The other ones that are faithful to pay back can make up. So the volume is a volume game, actually.
That's interesting. Let me read a text to you from my phone, which I got like 2 months ago. And the text goes, hello, we are reaching you because you're a contact of name of person, and he has borrowed money from our lending. You know these kind of text messages.
We don't do that.
How do you guys get, if the person did not die or if the person did not disappear, but is unable to pay back your money, what means do you use? Do you go this, I call this, there's a word I call it, bounty hunting type style, harassing people for their money?
No, we don't go through that. Remember, we are looking at women.
Okay.
And I said that on a good day, they pay back. There must be a reason why they don't. We don't see too many evil people. As a company, we have a 5% non-performing benchmark. So if we lose 5% of our money, we are fine. So you have to define all this. Usually, maybe their market is destroyed or something happened to them. You find a way to rehabilitate them. I'll give you an instance. We have a customer somewhere in Agbara side. Her chicken died. She came to my office. She couldn't even sit. She couldn't even look me in the eyes. I said, no, we are here for you. How much have you lost? She said 80,000. There and then I called my guys. Let's give her 100,000. Interest-free. Get your life back. You will do... I stand here to tell you that she's back. And that was what gives me joy. She has paid the one she could pay, and her business is back. What if she jumps into third mainland and dies? We are all human first before every other thing. So when that social impact is the driving force, profit will follow, but you'll be fine.
Wow, you have a very interesting system. It's fantastic. I actually love the fact that you have detailed your customers and that you are even related to them, because customer care is something that most businesses put aside and say, let's make money first before we go into really involving these people with their welfare and all. That is a part of your business, because without them, you can't make profit yourself. So you make sure they're doing good, that their business are healthy, and then they can always come back and borrow from you. You can always make your profit. So I'm hoping that out there somebody's taking a lesson or taking a leaf from this, because this is the way to run a business. It's fantastic. And I can't say thank you enough to Mr. Michael here for joining us.
Thank you. Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Thank you.
Let's take a piece from one of your details, from one of your content here. We're going to show what you guys do exactly. And we're going to bring you over to the kitchen as well. Why don't you come this way while we're taking a look at this here? Because we have something very special for you in the kitchen. And Titi is going to make sure, this way now, make sure that you are well entertained this morning.
Wow.
You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us in the kitchen.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chef Ify.
Yeah, Chef Ify. She's been hard at work in the kitchen here. Thank you so much for putting this together.
You're welcome.
And what is this called again?
Japanese pancake.
Japanese pancakes.
It looks Japanese, actually.
We are about to take a trip to Japan, people. About to take a trip to Japan. Look at that. So now in here we have some amazing vegetables. Of course, plain white flour, a little bit of salt and spices, and for the African or Asian punch, we have some pepper inside.
Yeah, I love pepper.
You love pepper? All right, fantastic. So let's see what you think about how it tastes. Please, go ahead.
This is an honor.
Please
I'm privileged. Yeah.
Chef Ify is nervous. She's nervous. She wants to know what you think. All right, so she added a little bit of baking powder to give it a little crunch. Yeah. And then there's egg in there to hold it in there. So what do you think? So what do you think? Even me, I'm nervous.
Amazing.
You like it?
Amazing.
You like it?
Yeah, yeah.
This is something you might be making for your wife on Valentine's Day, maybe.
I'm not a good cook.
So you acknowledge the fact that Chef Ify is a very, very good cook, and she has put it together really, really well today.
Very tasty.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, the guys are salivating on the couch there, but maybe Monday motivation gives us some words.
Yeah, Mike has a motivation.
Who's salivating?
Yeah.
Motivate, Mike.
No, we'll soon start sending you a message. You said that message that you sent. That was that message that you read.
Yeah, do you know this person? He's owing us money.
TVC are working on something now. Do you know this person? They didn't watch Wake Up today.
Yes.
If you don't watch tomorrow,
we'll send it to all your contacts. Thank you very much.
All right, then. But we know you are going to be here tomorrow morning. Bye.